Let's be honest, you've wasted this year. How many times have you told yourself that this year is going to be different, that you're going to change? How many times have you promised yourself in the New Year's or even on your birthday and you haven't lived up to any of those promises? How many times have you got that random burst of motivation on a Monday only to show no follow through? You continue to go on like this, thinking that breaking promises isn't a big deal. But not only are you wasting time, you're damaging your own self-esteem. You teach yourself that there's no weight to your words, and once that happens, you can't even trust yourself. And not only do your goals take a hit, but it's the way you see yourself move throughout the world. Let's say that you're going to start martial art. Let's say karate. So you've bought the clothes, you've paid the monthly membership, and you're ready to go, but you never end up going. Every single day you have to look yourself in the mirror, knowing that you've lied to yourself, knowing that you didn't show any follow through. Or maybe you told yourself that you'll start taking studying seriously this semester, and now come to the exams, you're trying to cram in everything last second and you hate yourself for wasting time. And this cycle is way more common than you think. It's the making promises, the breaking them, and avoiding the guilt. It's like death by 1,000 cuts, and it chips away at your confidence. And the worst part is, you start normalizing it. You start telling yourself that I'm that guy who starts things but never finishes them. And you'll continue to recycle this as an excuse to not even try, but that doesn't make you broken. It just means that you're stuck in a loop, and like all loops, they can be broken. So now, here comes the question: how do we actually break out of this loop and show follow through and not waste the year? The first step is honesty. Brutal honesty. Stop telling yourself that you can do everything at once, and stop telling yourself that you'll commit to things that you're not even interested in. There's no point in trying to do things that we don't believe that we can commit to. So instead, what you need to do is lower the barrier to entry. Let's say that you want to start working out. You're not going to get a six-pack in about a month. So how do you work towards that? Just start by doing 5 sit-ups a day. And then eventually you can go into 10, 20, 30, 50, and maybe even jump up to 100. Of course, your diet plays a part in abs as well, but baby steps. Same applies if you wanted to read a book. Instead of trying to finish a book all in 1 week, just read 2 pages a night. And I know what you're thinking, what's the catch? This sounds too easy, but progress isn't built on big declarations, it's built on small wins. That's the whole point. When you can finally stack up all those wins and see that as the proof, you'll eventually regain all the trust that you've lost within yourself. Now, the second thing is accountability. Not the type of accountability where you say new year, new me, or new me coming soon and post it on your Instagram story. No, that's fake validation. I'm talking about real accountability, tracking your progress, writing it down, or maybe even calling someone who respects your ambitions and will cut you out of your slack. And the third thing is progress over perfection. One of the reasons why you wasted this year is because you were waiting for the perfect time or the perfect plan. But perfection will never exist, at least not for humans anyway. And discipline isn't about the flawless victories, it's about bouncing back after you have an off day. Let me put it this way, if you get into the habit of only working on yourself when you feel motivated, you'll never get anywhere. But if you can learn to sit with the work, especially when you're bored, your life will change. And this wouldn't just be you rebuilding your habits, but also your self-image. Imagine ending this year knowing that you actually showed follow through, not perfectly, but consistently. You have 4 months to do that, man. Imagine looking back at the end of the year and knowing that you didn't waste the last 4 months and you did what you said you were going to do. That version of you exists, but you have to get comfortable with doing the boring work first. So yeah, you have wasted most of this year, but that doesn't mean that you have to waste the next one, next month, tomorrow even. The moment you decide to actually keep the promises that you've made to yourself, that's when you stop being your own enemy and start being someone that you can respect. Because at the end of the day, your self-respect isn't built on what you tell yourself, it's built on what you can prove to yourself. So stop wasting years, stop wasting time, start small and start consistent. Because if you can do this, you'll be surprised at the person that you can become if you actually show follow through.